In this week's YouTube channel review, we are going to take a look at a vlogging channel and talk about some of the ways that your storytelling can impact your vlogging channel's growth. And this will apply to many other channels too. That's coming up. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and welcome to Video Creators. The channel is all about helping you guys grow your YouTube audiences so that your message can spread, reach people, and change their lives. We've been looking at a couple different genres of channels recently. You guys have seemed to be loving it in the comments, and so we're going to keep going with it, this series. Today we're going to look at a friend of mine. His name's Amen. His channel is linked up below, or you can see it right here. I'm going to look at his vlogging channel right now, just like we do every week. We're looking at channels with 1,000 subscribers or less, giving them tips to help them improve and grow their channel in a way that also helps you guys with your channels as well. So 356 subscribers as of the time of this recording, and I was watching some of his videos, catching up on a lot of his stuff, and he's making a lot of the same common mistakes that a lot of new YouTubers make. Let's talk about some of them. We've already talked in previous channel reviews how important the title and the thumbnail are for helping people just click on your videos in the first place. Because it doesn't matter how awesome your content is if your title and your thumbnail don't entice them, right? So he's working on some of that stuff here, as I can see already. Let's look at his videos over here. But there's another element to that we want to talk about today. Okay, so let's watch a little bit of this one. This most recent one. Ridiculous return policy got me angry.
Hey guys,
to how it starts.
I don't know if you can hear that. Try to zoom in. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's like a million crows in that tree straight ahead, just freaking out.
Okay, so nothing to do with ridiculous return policy got me angry, right? That actually doesn't come until like right about like here is when he starts talking. So 8 minutes, 11 seconds in, he starts talking about it. For any YouTube channel, whether vlogging or not, one of the things that I've learned is really important is that the first 15 seconds of the video should tie in very closely with the title and the thumbnail, because what's happening is your title and your thumbnail set someone up to expect some sort of value. They click expecting to watch that, but if it doesn't come until 8 minutes later, you might have your dedicated hardcore subscribers watch that video, and they're going to watch any video you publish anyway. But it's going to be really hard to hook your more passive subscribers, and especially it'll be almost impossible to really capitalize on related videos. That's where, like, if you're a vlogger, the majority of your traffic probably comes from related videos. People just clicking on enticing titles and thumbnails that pitch and tease a story. So here's an example. Let's go to one day ago. Why are you always this annoying? Okay, the thumbnail kind of doesn't really look that annoying, but let's just go with it. See how this starts off.
Did you edit your video? Did you edit your video?
I edited the
Did you edit your video? Did you edit your video? Did you edit your video?
Are you always annoying? Are you always annoying? Are you always annoying?
Okay, so a little better. That actually had something to do with annoying, but the rest of the vlog has nothing to do with that. That is like the end of the story that has to do with being annoying. And the problem with that is that it's hard to continue to have your videos rank well in related videos, because when someone sees it there, they click on the title, the thumbnail, expecting a certain story, and you only give it to them for the first 15 seconds, and then the rest of the video is like completely about something else. You're gonna see a high audience retention drop off at that point, which is gonna make it very hard to accumulate enough watch time on your video to make that video continue to perform well in search and related videos. So from a discoverability standpoint, it's best to have a story that's teased at the beginning and is played out through the entire episode of your vlog. One of the things that I kind of feel like Amen is doing here in a lot of his vlogs that I see is very common across vlogging channels is they're kind of just giving status updates about their day. You know, like video status updates is really all it is. It's more of like a reporting, and you're telling me what you did that day rather than telling an enticing and engaging story and making me feel like I'm a part of it.
Hey guys, it's like, I don't know, almost 2 o'clock, and it's been absolutely hectic. I was working, quickly went upstairs, made lunch for the girls and stuff, quickly came back downstairs. All right, to be honest, guys, I was watching the United game. They were playing Shrewsbury today.
A story arc for vlogs that I found that do this really well need to have 3 stories actually going on, 3 narratives. The big one is the overarching narrative of the channel, and I couldn't figure that out really on Amen's channel. Like, I watched several of the videos, and there wasn't like a consistent theme that said, this is why I like Amen. Now, he has some things that he does really well, which I'm going to talk about here, that I think we could replicate and learn from. But there wasn't like, this is what I stand for, this is what I believe, this is what I'm all about. There wasn't anything about like is it mostly for parents, is it mostly for young kids? Like, it was just kind of seemed to be general. And when you do that, when the target audience isn't really clear and the value of why I should care isn't very clear, it becomes hard for me to want to subscribe and engage, right? A second story arc beneath that is kind of more like, all right, that's the big overarching thing, but what's the like season of life that you're in right now? And what is the thing that's like your main problem right now that you're trying to solve, overcome, that I'm following you through, seeing if I'm rooting for you. Are you going to get there or not? And then there's the third story, and that is each individual vlog also has to have its own story as well. That stands alone, that can hook and entice people, but that also is pointing and alluding to this bigger story arc. The second one, that people would want to subscribe to see how it unfolds and watch the story. And then the big one, that this is why I'm here in the first place, because, you know, seasons of life, vlogs, those are going to change, but this big thing, that's what it's all about. And so that, if you think about it that way, and you start each video knowing this is the story I want to tell today, and you'll kind of even have the thumbnail and the title for the vlog. Ooh, my hat's crooked. in the like in your head before you even start, then you'll know like what to share, what not to share, and help you eliminate a lot of content and actually make a really focused story. 2 other things that I'm going to pick on Amen for. Actually, one other thing I'll pick on for, and one other thing he does really well. Let's go back to this latest video. This is something that he does a lot. And well, let me just show you.
Hey guys, it's almost 9 o'clock.
He says that "hey guys" thing like a lot through the vlog. It's kind of like, I feel like I'm hanging out, I'm talking to you, then the next clip you're reminding me like, oh, you were just with me, you're actually in a different part, and kind of like reintroducing me. So personally, I was kind of just like, stop saying "hey guys" so much. So, like, tell a complete story and make me feel like I'm a part of the whole thing, rather than like, for you and the camera, like, it's your first time. You haven't been with me for 2.5 hours because you've been doing other stuff. But every time you say, "hey guys," you remind me of that, rather than making me feel like I'm with you through the whole thing. So I'll probably just cut the "hey guys" out. And then the other thing that he does really well, he often sits down and just talks about something that's really meaningful and really valuable and really helpful and even just inspirational, that he shares from his own life experience and things that he's thinking through.
I just quickly came and refill up my cup of jaw. You know what that means, man. Jaw talk, guys. Stay motivated by being in that market that you want to be successful in. It's actually not that hard, guys. And remember this, the day you stop learning is the day you should hang up your boots. That's a motto that I live by every single day.
So I found that really valuable, and I would watch his vlogs just for that. Problem is, it's inconsistent. It doesn't happen in every vlog, so I don't know which one's going to have it and which one's not. It could either be a thing that he does for a few minutes in every vlog, or it could be something that he can label them certain ways. Like, that's the main value I personally got from watching his vlogs, was when he would sit down and just talk. Comment below and give your advice, your help for Amen and me and other people who are learning to vlog. How do you improve and grow your own vlogging channel? And as far as the storytelling techniques, like, it really is all about story. So what's that all about for you, and how do you think about that? Share those below. And the rest of you guys, if this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribe. Every week we're doing these channel reviews, looking at different aspects that help you guys improve your own channel. If you want to book your own consultation with me, there's a link in the description below where you can do that. I'd love to get into a video call and review your channel with you. But in the meantime, subscribe so we can hang out here and help you guys just grow your YouTube audiences and your channel so that your message spreads and you change lives. Thanks for hanging out today, guys, and we'll see you guys again next week. Bye.